Welcome back to the Desmond Payne Road to the Show on MLB The Show 16. Today it's Desmond Payne's first career playoff game as the Texas Rangers take on the Seattle Mariners in the Wildcard one-game playoff. We're only 2 years into Desmond Payne's career, but already it's been pretty eventful. Early on in his career, he made his way from AA to AAA, where he helped the Round Rock Express win the AAA National Championship. Now in his rookie season, he helped the Texas Rangers have a great second half of the year, and that helped them become a wild card contender, and ultimately, they took that first wild card slot, as they had dramatic improvement over the last 2 months of the season. Now it's time for Desmond Payne to try and help make an impact as the Rangers hope to make it to the American League Division Series. And there is no 3-game set or 5-game set, it's just a 1-game wild card playoff between them and their rivals from the AL West, the Seattle Mariners. This season, Payne hit .276 with 106 hits. He had 23 stolen bases and knocked in 36 RBIs. He makes his first career playoff start against the team he made his major league debut against, and it's the same pitcher, Felix Hernandez versus Yu Darvish, to decide who is winning the AL wildcard. Texas finished 1 game better than Seattle this season, but this one is for a spot in the American League Division Series. So let's get into this one. Desmond Payne's first playoff at-bat here in the first inning. 1 down. Bases empty. There you can see the stats. He had 7 home runs this year. Felix Hernandez on the mound, and here is the first pitch to Desmond Payne. It is a fastball up in the zone, and Payne fouls that one off. He was behind it. And then the 0-1. He falls behind 0-2, fouling off another. But here's Payne trying to battle back as he gets a favorable call there. That curveball couldn't get strike 3, and that fastball is below the zone, so the count gets even and then full as Payne battles back from 0-2. And then the 3-2 pitch is lined by Desmond Payne into left center. It gets down for his first career playoff hit. He didn't have a hit versus Felix Hernandez during the regular season and saw him, I think, 2 or 3 times. And here is that swing once again, getting at the drop just in front of the left fielder. And here is Prince Fielder trying to advance him. 1 down in the inning, a 1-2 count. Fielder had 24 home runs this year. And there's a ground ball to third. Seager to second. They get Payne and Fielder doubled up to end the inning. Now let's go to defense. Top 3 for Seattle. 2 on, 2 out for Robinson Cano with an 0-1 count. And there's a ground ball up the middle. They're looking for the first run. Payne fields, throws home, and that is way too late as Seattle gets on the board first. But there's still 2 outs. They have to get out of the inning. Here's Kyle Seager, who helps start that double play. A 1-2 count with 2 down. And he is able to ground one, and that's fielded by Jemile Weeks, and they end the inning and keep it 1-0 Seattle. Into the 4th, same score in the same situation. 2 on and 2 out. Here's Kenny Ryan at bat with an 0-1 count. He lifts one into right center. Back goes Payne and Chu as the catch is made by Shin-Soo Choo. They're in right field near the track. 1-0 bottom 4 as Payne has his second at-bat again with 1 down and the base is clear. A 2-1 count, and Payne is behind the fastball. He tried to turn on it, couldn't catch up. And then, with a 2-2 count, he fouls off a fastball right over the heart of the plate. And with a full count, he swings at a pitch in the dirt and strikes out in his second appearance. As expected, not much scoring going on. We're into the 5th inning. It's still 1-0 Seattle, 2 outs, a man on first base, and here is Seager lifting one deep into the outfield. Payne tracking that one down, and he makes the catch on the track. We've seen Payne's defense get much better this season, but now Texas needs the run support. They have to tie this game somehow. There's a single by Weeks as we see, and then Leonis Martin walks. So here's Desmond Payne now with 2 aboard and 1 out in the 6th inning. Can Payne come through? First pitch is up high, and Payne fouls off the fastball. He gets the count even at 1-1 and fouls off another fastball as he looks at another 2-strike count. And there's a changeup that Payne misses for his second strikeout against Felix Hernandez. Here's the replay and how close the bat was. A little out in front that time. Payne couldn't come through, but can Prince Fielder. 2 outs now in the inning as he looks at a fastball for the first strike. Now with a 1-1 count. Fielder hits one deep to left with some carry, but it stays in the yard, and Felix Hernandez still has his shutout intact. Now we're going to go into some more simulating. Only 8 hits combined. We're already through 7 innings, and neither team can really get much in terms of base runners. Texas just remains 1 run behind. Yu Darvish pitching very well, but just not as well as Felix Hernandez. Now we're into the 8th inning, and they go down in order. We're into the 9th. Sean Tollison comes in. Seattle trying to tack on a couple more runs. They get 2 base runners. And here is Desmond Payne in the outfield. 2 on, 1 out, a 1-2 count. And this is a hit to left center. And Martin makes the catch as they have 1 runner tag up from second to third. Texas needs just 1 more out, but the next batter hits a double and they tack on another run. Can Texas limit it to 2-0? With 2 down, there is a pop-up for the shortstop Weeks, and the inning is over, but now it's 2-0. They had enough trouble trying to get 1 run, and now they have 1 inning to get 2. Desmond Payne with 1 down in the 9th inning. 1-1 count and a ground ball to third base. And he is retired for the 3rd straight at-bat. This means that the season for the Texas Rangers is down to their last out. Prince Fielder at-bat trying to keep the season going. An 0-1 count, and Fielder fouls off that pitch to fall behind 0-2 to Felix Hernandez. And there's a line drive off the glove of the second baseman. He recovers, and Fielder is safe. The season isn't over yet. That puts the tying run at bat, and here's a second look at this line drive just off of the second baseman's glove. And he nearly recovered to record the final out anyway. Fielder was definitely safe. Now they have 1 man aboard for Shin-Soo Choo, 0-1 count, and that gets away from the catcher and allows Prince Fielder to move into scoring position. Doesn't change a whole lot, they still need 2 runs, but Choo strikes out swinging, and the season for Texas is over. It was still a great run to have the comeback they did in the second half of the season, but Desmond Payne's rookie season is now complete. Seattle eliminates the Texas Rangers and moves on to the ALDS. Both pitchers were excellent. Desmond Payne went 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts against Felix Hernandez, who is the obvious player of the game. Payne had 1 of the 6 hits allowed by Hernandez. So that is it for the Rangers. Now we will jump ahead and see that the St. Louis Cardinals beat the Mariners in the World Series and swept them. Here's a look at the playoff brackets. Seattle had swept the Angels and then beat the Tigers 4-2, but then could not get a win against St. Louis. What's also pretty cool here is that both wildcard winners ended up in the World Series. It just didn't end up being a very eventful or exciting series. The Cardinals ran away with it 4-0. It should be fun moving forward, though, as next year we'll be talking about how 3 teams from the West made the playoffs. We just want to see the Rangers have a lot more success in the first half of the season like they did in this second half. The Rangers had 2 retirees this year, Walter Rodriguez and Tommy Rosales. And here are the Hall of Fame inductees, Adrian Beltre, Carlos Beltran, and Jimmy Rollins. And that takes us all the way to spring training. Desmond Payne is on a 2-year contract and is now in year 2. He's an 80 overall, still with the same organization that drafted him, now 20 years old. And I'm looking forward to see how Payne does in his second spring training as we get into his second major league season. Last year, Payne was not very good at all in spring training, but still made the major league roster for opening day as a bench player, then became a starter. And we'll see what's in store for Desmond Payne's second season. That is up next. We'll have the entire spring training condensed into the next episode, and then we'll get into Payne's second major league season. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video despite the Rangers and Desmond Payne having their season ended. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, comment below your feedback, and subscribe for more Desmond Payne Road to the Show. And I'll have to say, making this video and focusing on one game like I did definitely gave me the itch to play some franchise on the show. Not that I would try making like every game into its own video or whatever. I'd have to do a lot of condensing and recapping, but to focus on the team like I did this time around, it made me want to jump into franchise mode with the Twins, who could definitely use some help in franchise. And maybe one day that series will come to my channel. But thank you guys again for watching. I do appreciate all the support. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.